Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Welcome to my kitchen. I was just here in the kids' classroom cooking up a little delicious lunch for myself. I got some eggs coming. They look pretty tasty. They'll be done in just a minute. Need a little salt, pepper. And then over here, I got my salad cooking up. Delicious. Had to turn the temperature down a little bit on that one. I didn't want to burn the lettuce like last time. And you know what? Now that you guys are here and I'm here, right now would be a great opportunity to read today's Jesus Storybook Bible lesson. So strap on your learning helmets and get ready to learn. Yesterday we learned about how Adam and Eve made a great mistake and let death and sin come into the world. Today we're going to learn about the next Bible story, sort of what happened after that. And it's called A New Beginning. And it's the story of Noah and his ark, Noah's ark. Let's go. Time passed, and many people filled the earth. Everyone everywhere had forgotten about God and were only doing bad things all the time. God's heart was filled with pain when he saw what had happened to the world he loved. Everywhere was disease and death and destruction. All the things God hates the most. Now Noah was God's friend, which was odd in those days because nobody else was God's friend. Noah listened to God. Noah talked to God, and he loved just being with God like you do, with your best friend. Noah, God said, things have gone wrong. People have filled my world with hate instead of love. They are destroying themselves and each other and my world. I must stop them. First, we'll build an ark. Do you know what an ark is? Neither did Noah. Luckily, God knew, and he would show it to me. A storm is coming, God told Noah, but I will rescue you. I promise I'll send the animals to you, ones that creep and crawl and slither and slime and gallop and hop and bound and climb. And don't forget to pack everyone's food. Food? Huh? The storm was going to wash away all the hate and sadness and everything that had gone wrong and make the world clean again. God had thought up a way to keep Noah safe, but Noah would have to trust God and obey God and do exactly what God told him to do. So Noah built an ark, which is short for a super huge boat. Noah's neighbors came out to watch and point, and they probably laughed at him. Because nobody believed Noah about the boat or the storm coming or needing to be rescued. And Noah must have looked rather silly. His boat was in the desert. The desert was nowhere near the sea. There wasn't even a cloud in the sky. Why would anyone need an umbrella, let alone a boat? But Noah didn't mind so much what other people thought. He minded what God thought. So he did just what God told him to do. When the ark was ready, God said, "Aboard!" And Noah's family and all the animals climbed inside. Then God shut the door. And it started raining. For minutes that joined up into hours, joined up into days and weeks and weeks. The rain joined up into puddles, and puddles joined into rivers and lakes, and a flood that covered the whole world. Their boat that had once seemed so big suddenly seemed very small. But in the middle of the huge storm, and the crashing waves, and all the thunder and the lightning, through it all, God was with them. And God kept them safe for 40 long days and 40 long nights. Finally, the rain stopped. The sun came out, and Noah threw open all the windows. Hooray! Everyone shouted. Noah sent his dove out to explore, and it wasn't long before she brought back a fresh olive leaf. Everyone knew exactly what that meant. She had found a tree and land. The water was going down. At last, the boat landed quite suddenly on top of a great mountain. As soon as it was safe, God said, "Out you come!" And so they did, everyone skipping and dancing on dry land. The first thing Noah did was to thank God for rescuing them, just as he had promised, because God's promises always come true. The first thing God did was make another promise. I won't ever destroy the world again in this way. And like a warrior who puts his bow away at the end of a great battle, God said, "See, I have hung my bow up in the clouds." And there in the clouds, just where the storm met the sun, was a beautiful bow made of light. It was a new beginning in God's world, and it wasn't long before everything went wrong again. But God wasn't surprised. He knew this would happen. That's why, before the beginning of time, he had another plan, a better plan. A plan not to destroy the world, but to rescue it. A plan to one day send his own son, the rescuer. God's strong anger against hate and sadness and death and sin would come down once more, but not on his people or on his world. No, God's war bow was not pointing down at his people. It was pointing up into the heart of heaven. And that is the story of Noah's Ark. And like it said, things went wrong again, because that's what people do. But God wasn't surprised. Nothing that has ever happened has ever surprised God. Because God knows everything. And he had a plan from the very beginning. He said there's a better way to get rid of all the sin and death and everything in this world. And we learned that story on Easter. When he came down as Jesus, died for our sins, and he came back to life, he destroyed sin and death in this world. And if we have Jesus in our hearts, and if we obey him, we trust him, we can have life. And we survive the flood symbolically, metaphorically. Just like Noah and his family survived this flood, we can survive the flood of this world if we trust and obey Jesus. See you guys tomorrow.